Hey, everybody. Thank you for being with me on this journey as we went through the book, Embodied Grace, A Woman's Path to Empowerment. I really want to leave you with this last part, which is about using affirmations. Okay. Now, if you've been through the rest of the book already, you may be noticing that learning to talk nice to yourself might be a little hard. Okay. So if you're having trouble rewording some of the little negative statements, the limiting beliefs that you have, using affirmations can totally help you get started. And affirmations are simply just positive statements that help us recondition the way we think. Okay. You want to learn how to use them though, because when I was first introduced to affirmations, I was like, this is all BS. Like it didn't work. I felt like I was lying. So what I really learned for myself is that it's really important to choose affirmations that really resonate with you. Okay. Now this goes back to what I talked about with self-awareness. Because if you're saying something and your body is responding in a totally different way, the affirmation is never going to work because there's disalignment. There's an energetic gap between the affirmation and what you truly believe if your body is rejecting it, right? So, for example, if you were to say, I am confident, and you were trying to use that as an affirmation, but every time you say it, your stomach gets tight, you're not in harmony. So that affirmation is never going to work for you if you can't get yourself into harmony. So what you want to do is work with a different form of an affirmation. You can say, I'm allowing myself, right? I'm allowing myself to learn to be more confident. I am allowing myself to take steps that will help me be more confident, right? So that's going to start allowing your body to raise vibration to match more confidence. And eventually, as you keep working into that, eventually you'll be able to say, I am confident, and you'll feel it. You'll have the self-awareness, you'll feel it in your body. And that's when you can truly anchor in the energy. Okay. This happens, you guys, this can work in any scenario. So money is one of the things that a lot of people usually struggle with. And that's usually one of the things that they want to fix first, right? Is to have enough money. Now, I will say, when you get into the spiritual work and you go into a little bit deeper, money is time is energy. So it's more about worthiness and what you believe you can have than it is really about the money, but that's kind of a whole different thing. So that goes into the teaching that I'm working on now. So going back to the book, if you were using the example to increase your income and you're trying to work with affirmations, and again, you're doing all of the things in the book, right? Like you're looking at, what do you want? I want more money. What do you believe about money? Right? What are the reasons that you don't have money? You've looked at where you're judging others for money they have or they don't have. You're not on autopilot when it comes to money. You're really working with being intentional about what you want to do with money and why you're making the choices that align differently. You're making choices that are in alignment with you. You've gotten rid of all the excuses of why you can't have it, right? So, and then you're working with self-care and self-awareness so that you can know that you're going to start changing your money story, right? You're going to start experiencing more money. The affirmation for that would be the same. So the example is, if you have 12 cents in your bank account and you say, I'm a millionaire, it's going to be BS. Your body is going to know that it's a big fat lie, and it's not going to be in alignment, right? It's going to have disharmony. You're not going to be able to energetically match that because your body doesn't feel it. But if you can say, I am allowing myself to learn more about money. I'm allowing myself to learn how I can make more money. I'm allowing myself to learn how money can work for me, right? When you start working with that, of course, only use the ones that you believe, because if you don't believe those, then it's not going to work. So you may have to say, I'm allowing my thoughts of lack to clear, right? You may have to start there. Wherever you're at is where you want to start, okay? I know this is different than what typical training on affirmations is, because I know for me, the teachers that I was looking for, the books I was reading are like, just say it over and over, and eventually you'll start to believe it. And it just was not working for me. It was not working for me. But when I started saying, I'm allowing myself to change my vibration to match, that's where things became powerful for me. Okay. So using affirmations in a way that work for you, that feel like the next best step, right? So this is not, if you can take quantum leaps and just start believing it, then absolutely, that's fantastic. Do that. If you can say I'm a millionaire and believe it, If you've got 12 cents, absolutely do that, because that is amazing if you can take the quantum jump. But a lot of us need to take little steps. Okay. Again, I know this is not a typical approach, but this is what worked for me in affirmations. Okay. Listen to your body. Do the steps in this book. Use whatever approach, tweak whatever doesn't work for you in this book, right? Like whatever doesn't work for you is great. But also, sometimes we don't even know what the affirmations are. So there is a little list in the book of affirmations that you can start to work with. Okay. So again, for example, if you want to say, I am worthy of love, if you don't believe that, just say, I'm allowing myself to believe that I'm worthy of love, right? Just start working with the energy of it so that you can start raising the vibration to match and be able to fully say and harmonize in your body the vibration that says, I am worthy of love. Okay. So that is the way, you guys, that I went through my own path. Everything that I've given you in this video series are things that I did myself. And this was where it was actually kind of born a little bit out of my frustration and a lot from my guides, because after I went through it, my guides are like, you need to write a book. You need to help everybody see that there are different ways to go through this, because the truth is we can have a life of success and happiness and peace and joy and grace and be empowered all at the same time. We can do this. We just have to change the thinking about it. And the energy of the planet, the ascension, our guides, the awakening that's happening right now, it can happen. These steps in this book are simple, but they can make profound changes if you honestly and wholeheartedly put these steps into practice. Okay. Use this book as a tool, journal on it. There's some questions at the end of the book, I think, that are super, super powerful. Yeah, right at the end of the book. There's like 2 pages that are all about the questions that will help you stay focused. And anytime you're at the next level, go back to these questions, right? You can always reevaluate. You can always up level. You can always go to the next level. You can always go to a new level. You can always change your mind. Like there's so many different things that you can do, and you can totally create a life that you love. Especially when you let go of the shoulds, when you start to trust yourself, when you become intentional about the choices that you make, and when you really, truly start working with your thoughts and beliefs and start to believe that you can have whatever you want in life. It doesn't have to look like what other people think it should look like, you guys. Allow yourself to have the life that you want. Allow yourself to make choices that align with what you want. Again, right now, as I'm recording this, my husband and I are living in an RV, traveling all over the US for his job. It's not typical. It's not normal, but the things that we wanted in life aligned with this kind of job for him. That it aligned with this kind of travel. It aligned with being in a mobile RV where we can move around. We call it our little house on wheels, right? And again, don't limit yourself. There's limitless possibility. I just want to leave you with that, you guys. There is limitless possibility. Continue to do the work. I'm so proud of you. I'm so happy that you're listening to this. Use a notebook and ask yourself the questions in the book and allow yourself to feel those changes. Allow yourself to feel the paradigm shifts that are going on. I have a lot of stuff here for you guys on my channel. You can find meditations that will help you with clearing the energy. You will find channel messages from my guides that will help you with understanding what's going on in the planet at the moment. There's so many resources for you. And of course, I do have some free stuff on my website. So sending you guys lots of love. I would love to stay in touch. So if you want to do that as well, get on my email list. I hope you guys enjoyed the book. I would love to hear the changes that you have by deciding to create a life you love. Talk to you all soon. Sending lots of love your way and wishes for abundance and prosperity.